Matt Stepp, Dave Campbell's Texas football, back here at the Texas High School Coaches Association and Convention. The final day of the convention here in beautiful San Antonio, and we could not leave San Antonio without chatting with our guy, the head coach of the Killeen Shoemaker Wolves, Coach Toby Foreman. Coach, great to see you.
Thank you again for having me, sir.
First of all, coaching school is about wrapping up. The general meeting is later on today. The vendors are starting to get packed up, and when you leave here, it's time to get going, right? It's go time, isn't it?
Yeah, when we are during coaching school, I always give out to our coaches a calendar, and that calendar goes all the way through to the state championship week. So, we have a plan, and but you're right. No, and this is the first year since I've been there that we have not played San Angelo Central. I like that matchup. They got a new coach, and they kind of dropped me. So, but at the same time, we don't have to travel 3 hours, one way and then 3 hours back. And what it does is that stings you on if your coaches have to go to that sub-varsity Thursday game and then turn right around.
They're retired. They're drinking a lot of coffee on Friday, aren't they?
It's extremely difficult. But, yeah, we're happy with our schedule. Like I said, I would have lost a whole lot of money that I would have been able to get that schedule with teams that close of a vicinity to where we are, but that late. But we just kind of got lucky.
Hey, sometimes it happens, right?
Yeah.
Looking at your ball club in 2024, do you have an idea yet of what the personality of the Gray Wolves is going to be? What are you guys going to hang your hat on this year in 2024?
I tell people this all the time. The toughest thing about coaching in Killeen, especially at Shoemaker, is because we have such a high percentage of military kids, is getting them to come together and gel together, especially our lower levels, because we have no idea. They're coming from all over, but even varsity-wise, we've had several move-ins, a kid that's going to move back, some kids that have moved out. And so, I always joke with people, instead of being called the Shoemaker Gray Wolves, we should be the Shoemaker Greyhounds as much as we travel. But
Sure.
But I do think, we had a good spring. The attendance has been really good in the summertime. It's a good nucleus of people back from last year, but you just never know when you add those older kids in, and then the guys that do or the younger kids in, the kids that do have the experience, they're a year older. You don't know how that's going to mesh really until you get into fall camp and get through that first scrimmage and week one. I mean, the good thing about being in a 7-team league is we have 4 non-district games
to kind of figure things out. Yeah.
So I feel good about that, better than I have the last 2 or 3 years, just because of the fact that we just hadn't had a whole lot of non-district contests.
You're not going to have an exact answer on this. Do you have any idea of what your percentage on your football team is of military kids who maybe didn't grow up in Killeen versus kids who live off base or not are not affiliated with Fort Hood or Fort Cavasso? Sorry.
So I do know in our school it's right at 68-70%. I would say in our program, it's very close to 50% is if not a little bit more than that. I normally, when they get there each fall camp, the first day, I make them raise their hand if you're coming from somewhere out of state or you're coming from another military location, and it's pretty close to that. I mean, it is extremely challenging. Like I said, you hold your breath all summer that you're going to keep your guys. Most of the time, they know before the summer starts
that they're leaving.
They're leaving, and they'll let you know that. But and then I'm telling you, like this time of the year is like Christmas. Like, all right, see if we can get us last year we got or 2 years ago, we got some really good nose guard. I mean, he started, all 11 games for us. And
he showed up right before school started.
But that's what makes it tough, because he hadn't invested anything in our program. Now, luckily, he was just a good kid that works hard, but sometimes it don't work out like that. But you'll get some talented people, but you don't know, they're coming from Tennessee and Virginia and all over. So, it makes it tough.
It's a really unique, other than maybe a couple of other schools, that are, Randolph and San Antonio or Chapin and El Paso, you guys in Killeen especially are in a very unique situation, especially your campus, because of the high concentration of military kids. It makes your job, I would say, one of the more unique jobs in the state of Texas.
Well, I tell college coaches all the time, because they come through my place recruiting, and that transfer portal is getting us and this and that. I said, man, I've been in the transfer portal for the last going on 8 years, because that's what it feels like. The difference is we can't go around the United States and recruit, but
the Army's doing that for you, right?
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully those folks that are transferred into our military base there, they're looking at programs and hopefully making decisions based on people that have done things lately, because if you go beyond that, it'd be tough.
All right, now I see you every year on the clinic circuit. We see each other usually in Corpus Christi and a couple other places. So you get to travel around. You've been a coach's kid, so you're used to going around to clinics. snacks and that kind of thing. So you're a guy who I know can find a good place to eat here and there. So I'm going to ask you, in San Antonio, what's your go-to when you're here in San Antonio coaching school? Do you have any go-to spots? You like, when I come to San Antonio, I gotta go here and grab a bite to eat.
Yeah, so it used to be, you know, right there up and down the Riverwalk. You got a lot of good spots. But I like, if I'm going, I've been off-site lately. So
there you go, smart. Yeah,
Mamacita's Mexican restaurant.
Yeah,
that's north. It's a little bit north of here, and then County Line Barbecue.
Okay,
north of here. Those two are my spots.
There you go.
No question. And County Line's a place that, as a family and a coaching family, growing up, we've eaten there a lot of times. There's one in Austin. Mm-hmm. There's one here, and good barbecue.
There you go.
Real good barbecue.
Well, there he is, head coach Toby Foreman of the Killeen Shoemaker Gray Wolves. Coach, appreciate you getting getting this interview in last minute with us. We'll let you get to the general meeting here in a little while, and good luck in 2024, and hopefully we'll see you come playoff time.
Thank you, and y'all have a great year.
Thanks, Coach.